presence starts to make me feel like I'm part of the globe.
I'm here with Uncle Kano. We ran some 3v3 theater, and we're gonna take some of the highlights and break down these plays.
I'm ready to do it.
Let's do it. On this play, you're gonna set me a really nice screen here, Kano, and I love what you do with the relocation. Talk about moving away from the defense and creating space.
So one of my favorite things to do on 2K is actually to run off ball. You get to make a lot of reads. You get to see if the person's gonna overstep one way and go back the other way. But as I seen, he stayed in the same spot, so I just kept it running. So I called that a full wrap. I also had an option to pass J Methods the ball in the corner, but I have the best jump shot, so I had to let it fly, Chris.
That's right. And if you notice, right there, I turned the corner on the defender.
Yeah.
So because of that, it puts pressure on not only the corner shooter, J Methods, but it also allows you to pop to that wing, get a
forward, 6'6", number 11, Jaime Hawkins.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. So a look at our starters for Orlando. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. And for Miami, Hero and Jaquez Jr. are out on the perimeter. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Kawamura in at the point guard position. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. I think we're in for some good theater in this one. And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
Bain against Hero. Suggs, right side. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Here's Kawamura. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins is getting better at recognizing what's available from the defense in these screen and roll sets.
About a minute into this first quarter. Three-pointer, no good. The Heat on offense. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
One thing about Jalen Suggs, he takes a ton of pride in his defense. He's shut down some really good scorers in this league.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10" wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have two of them, Greg.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
So it's Orlando now. The Heat making their last shot.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Driving inside, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What a job Wiggins has done with his passing skills. Significantly improved over the years.
Here's Suggs. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. He'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. And Caro no good. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Here's Kawamura. Off target with the 3. Magic trail by 3. Suggs with it. 27 points his last game. No good. Hero on the wing. Guarded by Banchero. Hero with the bucket.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Now here's Suggs. Defense right on him. That one goes in. Suggs has got 7 points.
Scoring well this quarter. Up steam as he goes.
Here's Kawamura. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Nice assist there. Typically attacking with the scoring move. This time Wiggins attacks with the pass.
Orlando calls timeout. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Look at who's out there now for Miami. Ware's checked in for Adebayo. Jovic comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Fontecchio's checked in for Jaquez. Larson comes in for Tyler Hero.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Man, a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Miami.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Where? That's good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Richardson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Bataze attacking. Shots blocked. Pass to Larson. And he's going for the lob. Alley-oop on top. Hammer it home.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here's Richardson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised, too.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. Taking a look at San Antonio. They pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
Checking out Miami, they're in the #1 slot right now. Still half the season left, but there's nowhere else they'd rather be.
Black showcasing his full arsenal, and he's a guard.
Kawamura can't hit.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
With some arc, and he makes it.
Richardson, the assist. Black.
46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Down low. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Miami making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Here's Kawamura. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Bain. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Here's Kawamura. Here's Larson. And so it's the Miami Heat now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We'll be right back after this word. And so Miami, Jovic, he's checked in for Wiggins. Smith comes in for Tyler Hero. Kawamura comes in for Mitchell. A big group substitution here for Orlando. The free throw drops for Banchero. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If you're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Gilwich and Band play together inside. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Smith. And it's Kawamura in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, prime time. The last time out against the Suns, played some superb basketball. He dropped 48 points. Add in his passing and his defense, he had a major influence on the game. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And once again, off the mark by Orlando.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
That one goes. Count it. Kawamura's got 18.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
There's 1:40 left in the second. From the arc. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Outside Richardson, driving to the basket, gets it to go, makes him 2 for 5. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Well, the Magic's shooting just 37% in the game. Pass to Bataze. Here's Bane. From downtown, Kawamura with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Banchero. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Orlando moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's Bane. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 4 rebounds now.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And Banchero drops them both. And so it's Miami cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. It hasn't taken them too many shots.
Orlando, 27.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that'll be their 2nd of 4 total games at home. So for Orlando right now, Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Primetime passes to Adebayo, and he comes up with a bucket. Adebayo's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Carter. To the paint. The jump hook. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Kawamura gets a bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Suggs, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketballs. Had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Kawamura. First personal foul. First team foul.
Left side, Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Jaquez covers.
Ice cold coming out of the half. That's 0 for 3.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Kawamura can't hit. For Orlando, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Yep, that one goes.
Welcoming the contact. Baines built like a tree trunk out there.
The Heat have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Well, Clark, when we watch Paolo Banchero play, you can forget he's 6'10".
And he's a locomotive. I mean, he's probably 255 pounds, and all of it is cable wire. I mean, that's why he went first overall. That combination of skill, ball handling, dexterity, agility, and force. He's 25 points a game and also 5 assists. At his size, you don't see that kind of production.
And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Richardson. He's got 6 to the middle. Here's Black. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Black's got 7 points in the game.
Black is a strong finisher inside, and he can go either power or finesse, whatever is called for.
Jovic. Orlando grabs the miss. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Here's the floater, and the shot goes. Black's gotten 4 this quarter.
Really nice pass by Anthony Black. He typically makes the right decision when he has the ball.
Outside Bane, the 3-ball. Rebounded by Jovic.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
Here's Kawamura. He's got 25.
Orlando foul. Kenda. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Now at the line, Jovic.
So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. Black outside. The teardrop. And down it goes. 2 points. He's got 11.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Smith, and it's Jovic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now Carter. Pass to Kane. Back to Carter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Carter's got his first 2 points of the night.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Got it.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Takes a 13-footer off the left rim and out. Well, the Heat's shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Larson, no good. And Orlando shooting around 41%. And last season, the worst in about 2 decades for games lost to injury, Clark. Cause for concern?
I certainly think so, but I mean, I am a fan of load management, but I think it should be in practice time. That way, the guys can play as many games as possible for their team and the fans. Load management should be, I think, managed in the practice schedule.
Pass to Kawamura. Miami moving it around. And it's blocked by Isaac.
You know, he's gifted with incredible length. Isaac is almost a footer, 7 feet that is, so he should pile up the block shots.
Shoots. Nails the baby hook.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Stolen by Carter. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Inside. Carter on the wing. And the shot goes in. Carter's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Kawamura gets a bucket.
When you have that kind of size advantage, you just need to go right to the rim.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. Primetime passes to Smith. And the layup is good off the glass. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Heat?
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Pass to Kane. Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
Ware's checked in for Miami. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Batase's checked in for Isaac. Banchero comes in for Kane. Black's checked in for Howard. And Suggs is subbed in for Carter. And even as the league works for parity, there will always be those teams that are rebuilding. What are the keys to accelerating that process, Clark?
Well, there are a number of factors, B.A. I think you start with leadership and talent acquisition. I mean, those are two major components to this building a team and being successful. You've got to have talent. And then I think you've got to have a commitment to staying the course. Consistency really matters when you get leadership and talent in place. You can see Suggs' confidence growing over time with every three that he makes. Keep shooting them, Jalen. Keep shooting them.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher, nabbing another steal.
With every steal, he continues his march towards the record books.
Looking at his season totals, he's got a good view of third most steals in a year. What a defensive season for him. And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than the tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that as a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
He's playing bigger than his listed height. He's doing work on that glass.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for the Heat.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year.
And with tonight's victory, that now makes them 3-0. This season's series hasn't been a contest. They've clearly had the edge against Orlando.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for primetime.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
It's stolen by Batase. Fast break, here we go. Here's Black. Cans it with nobody near him.
Confident stroke by Black that time. No hesitation. He had his eyes locked in on the rim.
To the inside. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. And here are the Magic now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Suggs. Rebound Miami. Here's Kawamura inside. Out to the right wing. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA.
All right, Kano, I was running point guard in this game, so you're going to come set me a screen, and you're going to relocate again, but the defense reads it this time. So I'm going to pop back out, and you're going to kick out for a wide open three. Always moving without the ball. It's almost as important as when you have the ball.
It is 100%. As you see it right here, you're about to get open. I set this screen, and right after this, look, he comes up very hard. I have an option to actually shoot that. But I know if I get to the rim, they have to make an option to stop me, and you're wide open because they sunk into the paint.
And again, the defense is always shifting here because of the corner threat and you relocating to the top. And, you know, I could have even taken this shot. Like, maybe I made the mistake.
Happy Friday night, everyone. And the starting group for Chicago. Okoro is out there with Gershon Yabusele. Then there's Nick Richards. Then there's Ivy. And it's Jones in at the point. And for the Heat, Hero and Jaquez Jr. are out on the perimeter. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Kawamura in at the point guard position. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Here's Richards. Miami making their last shot. It's stolen by Jaquez. The shot misses. Okoro, the defensive effort. To the middle. Here's Ivy. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
Down low. Here's Kawamura. Jones with the block. Okoro with the ball. Guarded now by Jaquez. And Ivy gets it to go on the assist from Jones. Ivy's got his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
And he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there.
First personal.